Hey guys, Rebel Engine 95, recording live from not the local county prison cell once more, going back in a few days. Figured I'd get this recording out of the way right before I head back, and I'm too busy to be doing this consistently. I think they said Death Battle's coming back in like less than a month, so maybe if maybe I won't have to be doing this on remembering to do this every week. But there was a complication of me deciding what fight I was going to do, and this one had been on the back burner for a while. And, now that I'm thinking about it, I might as well throw myself into it. So, this is, Kim Possible from Kim Possible, versus Carmen Sandiego Carmen Sandiego from the Carmen Sandiego franchise, which would include the Netflix series Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego, Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego, all of these different series would be, I guess, be eligible for that, because I think the Netflix series is a prequel to the original, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, so there's a bit of there was some dispute of which ones I was gonna. I mean, there's like Carmen Lupin, and there's like a million different Kim Possible ones. I think I did Kim Possible Juniper Lee at one point. So that's there. But this one I just feel like made the most sense. Like these two are probably the closest to each other, in terms of maybe not in terms of like balance, but like in terms of they're not really the same character. Like one's a thief and one's I don't know what you would call her. Uh, uh, she's not even a super. She's not even really a hero. She's not like for hire or anything. She's just a non-profit freelance emergency professional. I don't like. What would Kim Possible's job description be? Non-profit freelance hero, I guess. Yeah. But anyway, let's start with Kim now that we're talking about her. So Kim Possible is she was 15 or 16 at the start of the series, I believe. Yeah. So one day she like answers a blog or something that says, that was like an SOS, and she comes in and says, and then she makes a habit out of that. She does missions of, saving people in distress, and this is due to her background in praying mantis style kung fu specifically, because they make a point of that in the show. Her incredible natural talent for acrobatics, which is why she's a cheerleader, and also her what is he 10? Wade is I think like 10. Her 10 or something or 12-year-old tech guy named Wade who gives her all of these different gadgets. So with that, she's able to do pretty much all of these. Literally goes around saving the world. A lot of these gadgets include things like what was it? The classic is a hair dryer it's a hair dryer that is secretly a grappling hook. These are real like Bond gadget style things. What is it, like sealant that shoots out of a lipstick container? So it's like a super sticky like pink sealant that like I think she used it to like capture a shark or something. Stuff like that. Uh, she and basically just with these gadgets and her experience and know-how and everything, she's gone through some insane things. She's literally stopped countries from being taken over. She's traveled through time and stopped like futuristic dystopian empires from forming. She fights superhuman beings on a regular basis. She fights Shego, who is a member of Team Go, who all have separate superpowers. I've talked about Shego on this before. I'll link that fight in the description, actually. And she's fought ancient deities or people being powered by the power of ancient deities, such as the Jackal. Um, she's even fought warmongering aliens, the Warlordians, I believe they were called, which is a very stupid name. But that notwithstanding, like I said, she is an expert martial artist. She is a like borderline superhuman level acrobat, and yeah, and she's not really one to be she's not to be underestimated. But you could say the same about her opponent, being Carmen Sandiego. Now, Carmen Sandiego originated in the play along at home uh, history slash detective game of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, but then was popular enough that it actually became its own show with developed characters. One of those characters being Carmen Sandiego, where she's acknowledged as being a former Acme agent, Acme being the company that is dedicated to the preservation of all world history and whatnot and all artifacts. And Carmen Sandiego, of course, being trained by Vile, an organization specifically designed to train thieves to steal uh, you know, the artifacts of the world. There was a bit of a conflict of interest there, I think, from the beginning. But yeah, Carmen Sandiego was trained basically from childhood to be a, fighter, thief, um, criminal kind of not mastermind, but criminal expert. And yeah, and down the line, she's done a few things that eventually lead her to be betrayed by both organizations or distrusted by both organizations. So after toppling Vile and being a little too good at her job to be completely trusted by Acme, she doubles down on her original plan and I guess just becomes a thief. Um, but she decidedly steals for the thrill of it instead of stealing because she doesn't want the stuff or she doesn't she makes sure she doesn't hurt anybody. She just steals because she enjoys it. That typical kind of noir style phantom thief obsession. But she wouldn't be able to do this because she doesn't just steal trophies and totems. She has stolen Stonehenge, the Eiffel Tower, sections of the Great Wall of China. She's upped her game compared to what I think they were training her for. And of course, she's done this with insane gadgets. Now, we don't see everything in her arsenal, and there are actually episodes where she specifically goes without gadgets. But she just has whatever the hell she needs on her. But her typical arsenal include things like a jetpack. I think the jetpack even turns into a motorcycle. She's also got a grapple gun. She's got things she's got a glass cutting laser. She's got this. It's like a tiny robotic arm that can go up and steal things from within cases and whatnot. Yeah, so these aren't combat based attires. But yeah, so there's a lot I'm skipping over these two characters because there's a lot to go over with these two characters, but I'll try to bring it up in the analysis. So, bringing it up here, it's really weird because, like I said, these are very similar characters, and they've both done, not to be cliche here, they've both literally done the impossible. The scope, I would say, of Carmen's achievements, most of the stuff Kim's done, Carmen has done or beaten, right? So, Kim Possible traveled through time. There was a point, I guess, where Carmen Sandiego was traveling through time every week, right? When you go by the show, Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. Kim has stopped people from taking over the planet. Carmen has stolen the greatest, not even world artifacts. She's stolen, at this point, parts of countries. You know what I mean? And it doesn't seem like they were very long planned out. It just seems like a thing she went and did. So, how do we determine? Well, I guess that's what I'm trying to say here. I think Carmen's more experienced, right? Like Kim, like I said, is an expert martial artist and acrobat, but Carmen's trained pretty much her entire life in this field of work. So, she would have the experience factor, but then the thing she's experienced in compared to Kim lean me more towards Kim. Kim's fought, like I said, superhumans, warmongering aliens, genetic freaks, gods, essentially. Like, it's a little hard to put it in Carmen's favor, even, oh yeah, she's trained a lot more. She's never had to deal with the things that Kim's dealt with. And even though Kim never did them alone or individually, like, it's still kind of leagues above anything Carmen's really done. Now, there's also one more thing. So, yeah, I mean, Carmen's escaped from people who, like, have teleporters and is seemingly on one side of the planet 1 hour and then on the other side the next. But there's the battle suit from the Kim Possible movie that was also in season 4, I believe. And I think that pretty much just determines the fight. Because not only has Kim dealt with superhumans, she's also now fighting on a superhuman level. The battle suit multiplies her strength multiple times fold. I think it was tenfold or something. I'm not entirely sure about that though. It lets her create a force field that can tank, explosions. It lets her deflect energy blast. I don't know that that's going to be relevant in this fight, but Carmen could have a weapon of some sort. So, with that in mind, I think Kim pretty determinatively wins this. But I think these two are probably the best fight for each other. There was a point where I was doing like Kim Possible Batgirl, but that opens a whole different area of stuff. But anyway, yeah, I think Kim's pretty securely got this. But I mean, you never know with somebody like Carmen, because like I said, Carmen has done some absurd shit as well. So, but yeah, anyway, for Blend 95, see ya.